Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Archegaladyrthin, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer. We took Zagkala from the Orcs last time, and we prepare for our defences. I have indeed continued this episode exactly where I left off from the last one, so I have not read any comments in between, just as a disclaimer. And of course, both of these are recorded after I requested what we should call Goblin Town. Which is reasonably insignificant now because, of course, Goblin Town is no longer held by us. But when we claim it back, we'll need a name. In honour of the survival of Breeren, I have renamed Zagkala Breeren Holt. Holt, I'm afraid, no idea if it has any use or any root as a town, as the name of a town. But in Sins of a Solar Empire, I must confess, I always call my key planets, my north, west, east, and south gateway planets, I call them North Holt, East Holt, West Holt, and Sud Holt, and I like the name Holt a lot for that. So I've given Zagkala Breeren Holt, and it is the gateway between the west and east for us. But we now must be on our guard, for the reinforcement army of the Orcs of the Misty Mountains will come.
Orders.
They will not be far behind.
Yes, my lord.
Now that they are down to only 3 settlements, I believe that is the tick for them to get us the reinforcements, and that is where we are. So it's going to be a bit risky for the next few moments, and I can't recall where I put the script to actually run from, if that makes sense. The script originally, it was one of the few that was missed by Firefreak when he expanded the map. So the coordinates of the spawn script were completely off, and they spawned somewhere in Fangorn or Isengard or somewhere like that. They spawned somewhere ridiculous. So I edited it, and I set them to spawn somewhere a bit more logical. But I can't remember where that is.
The enemy has
So
surrounded us.
they
We
could
are
spawn anywhere, to
besieged.
be honest. They could spawn
The enemy
absolutely
lays
anywhere.
siege to our people.
Oh, they beat us to Ryberg. Right, men, you need to defend. Gleerwine cannot save you this time. It is down to you. Captain Deorwine. Any relation to Gleerwine? Let's hope he is. Deorwine, you are up against the Balrog, Captain Balrog, who has an army of Snaga. Snaga apparently means slave in the Orc tongue. This is a word I didn't know, but it does tell you at the beginning there, and that's where I got it from as well. But I was unaware of that, I'm afraid. I don't speak any black speech, don't know any of it aside from the ring inscription. Right, so there's some archers, 3 units of archers, goblin archers as well, so we're on 4 units of archers, 2 skirmishers, and then we should be alright. We've got veiled defenders. And I hope that watching this video has shown you that veiled defenders are really a very solid unit. They hold their own well. So hopefully they will live up to that here. I didn't see if we got a garrison. I don't think we do, because Ryberg's not included among our starting settlements. But if we did, we did.
Units, await my orders.
No, we didn't. We have a single ranged unit, so they could shoot us out if they wanted to, but the AI is very impatient and they never do that. But they will try and use at least some of their archers, and they will flank us. They will flank us a lot. They enjoy a good flank. Right, I can't do anything at the moment, but you're going to go over there. You're going to go behind them. You two will cover that one. The wardens will come behind you and go there. Now, the bandits, the veilsmen, and those woodman warriors we will use to try and flank the enemy. So, yeah, you can go there. So we'll send them out to try and go around the enemy. So for now, pull them up here so the enemy kind of ignores them. Get a jog on as well, because I'm pretty sure that they both hide anywhere. Yes. Bandits can't, but that should give us some defense. We don't want them to be able to use their skirmishers or their archers very much, so we want them to engage us quickly. So if we pull reasonably far out, get 109 behind them. Same theory over this side. Although with this one, actually, it would be better to put the javelinmen directly behind them. So you will remain if you hug the walls, and then the archers will be less effective against you. And likewise, if we send our general back to here, he won't be targeted by arrows. Speed up, zoom in. There's our unfortunate Teutonic banner as we uncertain how the banners change. I might try and take a look into that, because surely there is a single file, a single flag somewhere, which dictates that the Anduin flag has those 3 dots on it. And it surely should be a simple job of just replacing wherever that flag's location is. I could be wrong, of course. Jammy bastards! Look, they're doing it again. Go on, brigands, move out of the way so that the hidden units stop getting hit.
We will smash the enemy.
Fan out. Oh, they're getting annihilated. Oh, I'm paying way too much attention. What's happening over here? They've thrown all their javelins, and they are now just sturdy sword and board units. Our veiled defenders are holding back the Snaga. Same situation there. And what have they gone to flank us with? Both units of skirmishers have round around the eastern side, just by the church. And there's some archers there as well. Potentially going for our woodman warriors, actually. Our bandits are almost certainly going to rout. I can't see them surviving against that. But as long as the archers are focusing on them, these 2 units should be able to get some sneak attacks in there. Those defenders are superfluous at the moment, but we'll wait and see what they do.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Even though they are now engaged in melee, they are still shooting. I hate that bug. I absolutely hate that bug. I mean, of course, we are now slaughtering them to a man. Like, we will barely lose anyone and we'll take them all out. But it's still frustrating. Flank them, flank them. Alright, that's the archers taken care of. What happened over here in the end? The skirmishers have done nothing. And the enemy is... Oh, they are shooting us, but hitting some of their own men at the same time. I'm pretty even at the moment, actually. Which is disappointing. Now, the shield wall. Obviously, many of you told me how foolish it was to use the shield wall to charge my men out of Imlad Khanan in the Haradrim video. In the Umbar video, sorry. But, of course, it matters not in the end anyway, as Harad fell. But, obviously, if that battle had been more important, that would have been very foolish of me. However, my belief that my theory on the shield wall, or my thoughts on the shield wall, as a standard defensive tactic, are that it is only useful against cavalry. Because the shield wall will give your units, I don't know how it works, but it gives them a much higher mass. And this means that the cavalry doesn't penetrate the line at all. So the cavalry will charge the infantry unit and then do nothing. They won't take anyone down in their charge. Is how I've seen it work in the past. So I know that that's one way you can use it. It will completely nullify a cavalry charge. Against infantry, though, I'm not entirely certain that it's actually that useful. I mean, probably in real life, yes, a shield wall is very, very important. Indeed, a phalanx, the Greeks, of course, as we are all aware through sensationalized, there we are, I got there in the end. Although being sensationalized by movies like 300, of course, the phalanx was indeed very strong. Very good fighting style. And that's what the shield wall essentially emanates, doesn't it? It's a medieval phalanx. But in this game, I can't see it being... I've never seen it useful against infantry on their own. Also, I'd just like to mention that if we do manage to win this, which it's looking very likely at this moment in time, because we've just routed that flank, we would pretty much have just been gifted... you guys run over there so they stop shooting you. We would have been gifted... That's a third of the defenders of Dane's Halls gone. If we can take Dane's Halls before the dwarves, hell yes. I'm all for that. Not really sure what to do now. Units... We don't want to go over there. Oh, the skirmishers have come and joined in. Right, you three then. You can come around here and you can get a flank. Likewise, if you run out there and you can flank as well. And you guys... actually hit them. Force them to do something. I know you're tired and I know you are shaken by the number of poison arrows that you've taken hits from, but... Alright, the reinforcements have arrived. Well, they haven't. They've just cleared the city wall. We're trying to get behind them so that when they inevitably rout, which they will do. Oh no, they're breaking through us quite succinctly there, aren't they? They're doing quite well. It's alright, we'll catch them in the rear.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Go for it, lads.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We've only just got to 50%. Almost their entire force is down this road. I want you to go into that formation so that you break into them. We won't bother using the general. Now, but the reason I want them to go into this formation, obviously we saw in Imlad Khan that it wasn't that useful. But the Snaga skirmishers are currently not focusing on our Vale defenders. They are trying to throw their javelins. So we can punch into the centre of them and then we'll be able to hit more enemy units.
Our foe has taken control of the city.
Oh dear. Somehow they've taken control of the city. In we go, men, in we go.
The enemy is if we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, this is very, very close.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. We've got the Snaga now, we've got them. These armies pushing in from this side. This army pushing in from this side. Snaga are really poor. How are we not doing better than this?
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Ah.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Now, of course, our general is only a captain as well, so there's a strong chance he's going to fall. Don't actually know where he is, though. This is his unit. What does the Anduin captain look like? I can't remember. They always stand on the left. No, they're routing. Come on, come on.
Only half our force remains.
Oh, they all ran through those defenders.
The battle is very much in our favour.
Splendid.
Victory
We have now
will be
won,
ours.
but it's just a question of killing as many as we can. And I want to find what the general looks like, because I know he looks unique. There's the guard's captain, the Éothéod. Oh, there's some Snaga archers. Don't worry about it. Got none of them. Can't see him. I just cannot see him. I know that he's not the Éothéod. He definitely looks unique. They used to look... Hummingbird described him as looking a bit Aztec-y, so he edited him to look a little less Aztec-y. Of course, he could be at the back. Yes, there he is. There he is. With the plate armour and the medieval-style slit helmet. Oh, good. He's at the back. Charge them down, that's them done. Oh, we're in the flag. There are 25 of them left. How are you guys doing? Our northern army has been slain, but at least that will give us a lot more money, which is also useful because we're trying to predominantly focus on the south,
Behold
actually.
how our cowardly
End it there.
awed by the victory we have won
Oh dear,
here
that was a
today.
lot of losses. Captain Deowine, 346 with the Wardens. But they were slain to a man. That was costly. That was very costly. Tom Bombadil speaks in such jovial tones. Jollity. Don't know if that's a word either. He speaks with a lot of joy. It's almost sickening. Makes it damn hard to read, I must confess that. Oh, the mountain orcs scatter. Since the days of the dwarf wars and the slaying of the great Azog upon Azanulbazar, since his son Bolg was brought down by the hated Beornings at the battle before Erebor, the fate of goblins has been upon the ebb. Their enemies are many, and the goblins were used to the balance of realms and territory. The foe has pressed battle into the very holes they crawled from, and goblins beyond count lay mouldering in the deepest pits, flung there by uncaring hands as the dominion of the mountain orcs flounders, flails, and falls. Will nothing reverse this turn of events, turn the tide of failure, or is a fate condemning them to the tales of children about a campfire? I believe it's the latter.
Your orders, my lord.
I believe they are done. Righty hola, who do we want to use? Right, there's only 16 of Breeren,
Orders.
so you can go out and start building us some towers.
Continuing tomorrow. Erecting a watchtower.
Yes, my lord.
Beralath, join your brothers in Breeren Holt. Any troops that we can send up here, I would like. So those hobbits can come up and join.
As you wish.
I'm fairly certain
go no
the
further
reinforcing
today.
army is spawned on this side of the mountain, somewhere just north of Khazad-dûm. I could be completely wrong.
Orders.
Your orders, my lord.
We're combining forces.
Right, you keep
As you
maintaining the
command.
siege there. He
Yes,
unfortunately
your
didn't
will,
make
my
it,
lord.
which is quite irritating.
Yes.
So go and sit in the trees.
Entering woods and preparing to ambush me.
They'll definitely attack us, but we get a garrison there, so...
I'm gonna stick you.
And if we do lose it,
Yes,
Huntmaster
my lord.
Grimbjorn's just round the corner. He can come back anytime soon.
Your orders, my lord.
Do we take Dane tools in the same annoying way we took we took Goblin Town, Gundabad, by just repeatedly assaulting them with a single general over and over and over?
As you
Yes, my lord.
Oh, that army has been really bruised.
orders.
Hold the river
We'll
instead.
make camp here.
Don't know what's in there, you see. There's Radagast.
Yes, my lord.
Continuing his journey
As
north.
you wish.
I'm surprised they've gone
Tomorrow's
round
journey
Roscabel and they've
planned
come
out.
straight for us. Do they fear the
Stopping here.
men of Dorwinion more than us? They must do.
My lord.
Right, we're making a lot more money thanks to that. Rakuberg is building what it's building. Framsburg, you can get a leather worker in there. You don't like us very much for some reason. Because there's no governor. Some standing stones as well. If we have 3,000 to choose from, we can choose a few economic buildings. That'll do for now. Remember as far south as Selleberg. Right. The dreaded end turn. What will Dol Guldur do? Go for Duinburg, no doubt. Thranduil is attempting to bribe Leothult from us. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, and because this, the garrison script is something I modded. Because it didn't have it, so I modded it in. So we won't have it in the save game. None of those units can drop stakes, so Adunafel is going to slaughter us. We just have to hope we can kill as many as possible.
Give them no quarter this day, men. Take up arms and take...
Someone cut him off early. I think we're going to lose. We'll try and kill as many as we can, but Adunafel will just slaughter us. Absolutely slaughter us. He's got such a good bodyguard.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
And as I say, we can't drop any stakes. They've got some archers, but... Do we go with just a long line of that they've got to try and break through, or do we try and hold them at the gate and charge? But we can't really hold at the gate, and they would break away and go for the flanking units. We're just going to go for one large stream of units that they've got to break through. Get those in a very large shield wall in the front. Get the warriors in there, which is behind them. Oh, what on earth's going on here? Right, there we are. They have got some archers, but nothing that will really bother us that much. But we will keep our general out. Right, times 6. Ah, Duinburg is coming from behind. And he doesn't have
The enemy
any
have ladders
siege
at the
equipment.
walls. Repel the attackers. Give them steel.
But here comes the rest of them. Let's watch in times 6 speed as they batter down the gates of Duinburg.
Down the gates.
Our mighty capital in central Anduin.
The enemy's ram has breached the gates. The
Uruk
enemy
scum.
have the walls. Look to our defence or all will be lost.
Right, they have poured in, and they are pouring in. And they meet our line of sturdy shields. This is all we can do. Keep it like this and hope. Is Duinburg making his way round? Yes, he is. They've got some archers, but they're not using them very well because our forces are engaged with theirs. We just have to hope. We just have to cross our fingers and hope. They had quite a lot of units that only had a small number. So it wasn't like 4 battalions of fully equipped Uruks. It was sort of like 8 battalions of half strength. Oh, I don't know. The only reason victory is so assured for them is because of the strength of their generals. Oh, that they can do Schiltrum. Right, here he is. The Duinburg has made it in. Let's mark how many men he's got at this time. 44. Bulk up with them all. Oh, look at that. The knights have absolutely streamed through. They've not lost a single man yet. Really? Seriously? We really do. Shadow Knights are just way too strong for us. Looks like they, on their own, will be able to win this for Dol Guldur. This is like fighting Run, fighting Rune. You can take down all of their men till the cows come home, and then the cataphracts join the battle, and boom, it's all over. Valesmen, don't forget, may look like sturdy spearmen, but they're not. They are weak. They are as weak as Snaga. They are our worst unit. Save perhaps for hobbits, but it's arguable that because of the alternative support that the hobbits can provide, they are in fact more useful than the Valesmen. This would have been a different story if we'd had Grim Beorn in our army. Duinburg has been ransacked once again. Hopefully we'll get some kills, but his Shadow Knights... Oh, we've taken 10 of them out now. It's of no use though, we are dropping like flies. There's our captain. He blends in very well. Oh, he's the one with the shield. He's the only one with the reasonably high texture quality shield in comparison to those around him. He's not really doing anything at the moment though, is he?
Our foe has lost control of the castle. We've been dealt a stinging defeat today.
We only killed 136. 136. It's ridiculous. Damn it. Let's see how this end turn takes us, but this will bring about an end to this next video.
We are well concealed from the enemy here.
We've lost Duinburg twice now. Oh, look at him going straight on for Folkton like he doesn't care. Oh, we've got a new capital. Haha, we just gained some Beornings for free. Where's our new capital? Leotho? Folkton? Breerenholt has become our capital.
Your will, my lord.
Interesting.
By your command.
My lord. As you wish.
Oh dear,
We
we
have
lost
marched
loads of
our
money
limit.
out of that one, didn't we? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Get another
Continuing
tower there.
tomorrow.
I can't afford to move men out of Breerenholt. It is just too important, too valuable.
Your orders, my lord.
To battle. Yes.
Yes, my lord. Your orders,
But then
my
Grimbeorn
lord.
does not have enough troops to come back there, and then our army up here is way too far
My
away.
lord. Merging armies, my lord.
Oh no, no. Right, I'm going to end that one there because I don't even want to think about what I've got to do with Lugdush. So that will end this second video. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I am Arakhegaladurthan and the current leader of Divide and Conquer. Feel free to put any comments you wish in the comments section below, or indeed on Total War Center. But please, please, please stop using ModDB. I no longer even bother checking it. There is just too much. 3 locations to check for telling people how to install the game gets a little wearing, so I don't bother with ModDB really anymore. I might do the odd comment, but nothing major. So please do Total War Center or in the comments section. But that, for now, will end this one. So until we speak again, dear friends, Navarna den Perimat Melunin, and farewell.